Okay, Wheezy Radio News, the fuckery video talk. Back at you with another album review here. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Alright, French Montana, Max B. Shit, man, since Max B been home, man, he just been dropping a lot of fucking music, a lot of features, with other rappers and shit. You know, he's on his shit. Fat shout out to French Montana, man. You know what I'm saying? So French Montana and Max B just dropped Wave Guards 2. Pretty tough. I'm gonna go through the whole album for y'all in a sec. You know, the whole track list, except, the skits and all that, right? So before I start this video, I'm old school. I fuck with the legends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really like, what Max B, said or disrespected the legend Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? Fat shout out to Big Daddy Kane. He still has lyrics to go. And honestly, to me, if both of them was battling like a freestyle, who would win? Big Daddy Kane. He got more bars. You know what I'm saying? He's probably not respected by the youth these days and shit. You know what I'm saying? Max B is more respected. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? The legends like Big Daddy Kane, paved the way for even Max B to be fucking rapping and shit. So, Max B disrespecting Big Daddy Kane is like, nah, like, stop it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Now, hold on for a second, man. Just taking a motherfucking drink over here. Alright, so Max B, French Montana, Wave Guards 2. We got a song that I actually played on my podcast. It's called Smoking Part 2, featuring Rick Ross. It's alright, you know what I'm saying? They rapping kinda sampling R.I.P. Tupac. The Can't See Me featuring George Clinton. So that track is alright. You know what I'm saying? It's called Smoking Part 2. Then we got another song, French Montana, Max B. It's called Grimy. It's alright. I'll let y'all know my favorite track at the end of the video and how much mics I give this album here. Then we got another track. It's called Toasty. Another track called Fiasco. Another track called Unlock. I believe that track Unlock is featuring Kanye West. It's pretty tight, you know what I'm saying? Then we got another track called London Nights. Another track called, I think it's called Just a Little Bit. Just a bit, or just a lit, or some shit. Another track called Bet It All. Another track, called Go Ladies. Another track called You. They sample that from the R&B singer Lloyd. Lloyd, I think it's Lloyd and Lil Wayne or whatever. Then, I believe the hardest fucking song to me on this Wave Guards album, Wave Guards 2, is called Never Had a Friend. Fat shout out French Montana, man. And R.I.P. to Chinx Drugs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand how Max B is disrespecting a legend like Big Daddy Kane, but at the end of the day, you do a project with French Montana and y'all are just sampling all of these legends beats and rapping over, making it your new version of 2026. I don't get that, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the hardest song to me. Never Had a Friend. Next track is called Motion. Next track, Why Do You Love? Another song called Made It Out. You know what I'm saying? Then we got another track. Cause there's a good couple of tracks on this Wave Guards too that I actually like. Hold on for a second. Y'all hear the motherfucking silence and shit. You know, New York City is a lot of noise and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then we got another song called We Getting Money. That's another fire track to me. Another track called Break You Off. Another song called Bust a Move. You know, then we got another song called So Amazing. Another song called Tips. Another track called Turn You On. You know, to me, you know, there's a lot of tracks where that I hear on this Wave Guards too. I just skip. Nah, leave that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, play that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then we got another track called Addicted. So it's a good couple of tracks on this Wave Guards 2 Max B French Montana album. Then we got another song called Private. And then we got the last track featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Some West Coast, you know, fast shout out to Ty Dolla $ign, still rapping and shit, or singing, or whatever he does. You know, Ever Since You Left Me remix. You know, Ever Since You Left Me has the regular version. And then they did a remix with Ty Dolla $ign. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good few tracks. I can't front, you know? Like I told y'all, Never Had a Friend, one of my favorite tracks. Then we got Grimy, I like that track. Fiasco, I like that track. Unlock featuring Kanye West, I like that track. Motion, I like that one. And Getting Money, I like that. Now all the rest of it, it's a lot of skips for me. So my album review, which I'm gonna well, you know, like how much mics I'm giving this album here. Honestly, not because he disrespected the legend Big Daddy Kane. You know, and my next episode, Weezy Radio Show Talk in the Mix, on the microphone, I will be playing some of these tracks, and I will be playing Big Daddy Kane also, to show y'all that Big Daddy Kane still got it and he know how to rap and he spit fucking bars, all right? Never disrespect the legends that paved the way for you to be rapping now and shit like that. But this album, how much mics I give this album? 3. Not 3.5 to 4. Not 2.5 to 3. I give this album review 3 mics. All right? French Montana always, you know, he always be spitting, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what be making the track hard and shit. But that's all I got for you today. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel, The Fuckery Video Talk, and Weezy Radio News. I'm out of here. Later. Stay tuned for the next motherfucking video. Later.